Coming up,
A room we refer to as flowers. It morphed into something that's now going to go into a children's hospital.
join us at this interactive art museum helping artists showcase their work in a new way. This chef made his way all the way from the Basque Country to North Miami to bring you healthy eats and tasty treats. Plus, a co-working space perfect for wellness people like us. All that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're in Dania Beach, just off Federal, where you're hearing all of that traffic that you've got going by. And I know you're thinking, Dania, clearly a place for technological advancement, for motion graphics, art, and fun. Oh, you weren't thinking that? Well, follow me inside to Mad Arts, and I'll show you why that is the case. Now this is what I'm talking about. Holy smokes, Amanda, where am I?
You're at Mad Arts, and we're excited to show you around today.
Before we get started, what is Mad Arts? What's it all about?
So we're an immersive and interactive museum here in Dania Beach, and we have 21 different exhibits for you to explore today.
And I think that's what we should start doing is
Absolutely.
explore. Let's go.
do it.
Okay, Amanda, what is this?
Well, I think the best thing for you to do is just to walk through and find out.
Okay, just walk through?
Just walk through.
Whoa! Did it just take a copy of me? What's going on over there?
It did. So it took a copy of you, and what the artist really wanted to create here and represent is your memories. So when you walked through, it was really vivid. You made a memory. And what happens on the wall is that over time, it changes, it fades. It still exists, but it may be a little bit different. So when people come here, that's what we want. We want them to come in, create memories, and learn something that's interesting to them. It's an immersive and an interactive space that's safe for everybody.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme here, is being able to be a part of the art and enjoy it.
Yes, creating art with your friends and family, that's what we want.
Great, where to next?
All right, so we have a digital experience over here. It's our graffiti wall.
Whoa.
So this room is cool in itself because it's completely immersive. You just walked into a cool back alley. But even better, if you pick up that spray paint can, you can make art yourself.
So I grab this here. I see I've got color options. I guess I just spray, right?
Absolutely. And as you're creating, there's line thickness that you can play with, different color variations.
I'm gonna try and get my initials out here. Oh, I dripped. All right, let's see if I can change the color. There's green. Not the worst. I still wouldn't hire me to do the Wynwood walls, but you know.
I think it's pretty good. You made art.
We're doing all right. And
it
then
looks good.
If I hit this button, I can start all over. All right, well, there's plenty more to see here, yes?
Absolutely, we have so much more to see. Want to go check it out?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, but it's cool.
Yeah, so this is Siskulls, and it is a floor that rotates on a 30 to 45 second basis. The most exciting part about this floor is every day we come in, it's going to be something different because the artist is remote, and he changes it. This is live art at its best.
And this is, I think, a testament to what it is that you guys do here. You're collaborating with other artists, you have your own projects, but really you're just curating a fun place for people to express themselves.
Yes, we worked really hard to make sure that we brought in artists from around the world to showcase different art pieces and technology, and this is a prime example.
It's like you're cued to do these things, like it just keeps changing at the perfect moment. Well, listen, I can't explain this to you terribly well. I can only show you what I can see, and then you have to experience it for yourself. Keep watching SoFlo Health. There's more here from Mad Arts. This is Dr. Monique, and we are at 5 Element Wellness Center. Dr. Monique, something I've been wondering over these past few months, what's 5 Element Wellness Center all about? What's the name come from? Tell us.
The name 5 Element is actually a style of acupuncture. There's what's called TCM, which is traditional Chinese, and there's 5 elements. So it's just the way that we actually treat the patients, a little bit different the way we diagnose. So we're just using different things to actually treat the patients. We use the same acupuncture points, but they're used in a different style, and we also use different types of needles.
And why 5-element for you?
I was treated with a 5-element acupuncturist at the time. So at the time I was looking for schools that were teaching the same philosophy. So that's how I came about with the 5-element.
Something else you've been sharing with the people of South Florida is helping them lose weight. Why would you add a weight loss program into your acupuncture practice? Some people might say, well, just take the acupuncture.
Losing the weight is the easy part, right? Now we have to teach them how to keep the weight off. We have 70% of our population is actually overweight. So it's a symptom that brings them in. So I'm blending acupuncture, which is the old tested science, and then I'm blending with new science, like the FSM that we use, like infrared therapy, because we want to hit in every single aspect. So it's not just the one thing. We want to know who the person is. We hear people coming in and they lost 30 pounds. That's why they came in. But then all of a sudden they're saying, well, I haven't slept for 10 years and now I'm sleeping like a baby.
And something I've noticed, but just by being around you, is you strike me as a researcher. You find something that's, oh, there might be something here, and you go way down the rabbit hole. Is that true?
Yes. I'm always trying to find what's the new thing and how can I blend things together. And I guess that's what makes us so different.
If people would like to find out more, how can they?
They can call the office or they can just go into our website and request for an appointment.
Dr. Monique, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come right back for more from Mad Arts, plus flavors from the Basque Country when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. This is Mark of Mad Arts, and we are in a different portion of Mad Arts now. So Mark, where are we?
We are in the area that we call Mad Labs.
Okay, and what happens in Mad Labs?
This is where we get to try out any crazy idea that we have and play with a bunch of different technologies, and a lot of that technology ends up helping artists create really cool stuff.
So you're the co-founder. Earlier we were with Amanda. She gave us just a sneak peek of the interactive aspect of the museum, but this is more than just a museum.
Yeah, Lab started out as a lot of experimentation into AR, VR, and mixed reality, and it just kind of grew from there. We started playing with motion capture studios, hologram boxes, and LED volumetric screens like the one behind us.
I mean, we're standing in a motion capture room
That we are.
on a stage right now. So
Yeah.
tell me about this hologram system.
So she's actually the founder of Poetry Collective. So
Okay.
they've actually gotten a bunch of Pulitzer Prize winning poets to read their poetry and put it in the holobox so it actually feels like they're reading it live. With another poetry group, we've actually helped kids who have stage fright read their poetry to an audience.
Oh, nice.
So we find different ways to utilize the technology for some kind of really good and cool stuff.
In fact, better than tell you about that, we should show you because you've got some pretty cool rooms upstairs that deal with just that.
We do.
Let's do it. Follow us. So Mark, where are we now? I feel like I'm in the land before time.
Yeah, a little bit. We're in a room we refer to as Flowers.
Okay.
It's a room we originally started creating for a cinematographer, and it morphed into something that's now going to go into a children's hospital.
That's wonderful. And is it interactive?
Yeah, so you have two different sensors here. One is a proximity sensor that the flowers on the log are growing based on our proximity to the wall. And then the other one is a touch sensor. So as I touch the wall, butterflies and dragonflies and different things pop out. So yeah.
That's great.
Super fun.
So I'm sure if you're able to have this in a children's hospital, that kids are going to go crazy with this.
Yeah, and you can do things like trick them into exercising and moving, particularly for the long-term patients. So they're in bed most of the day. So this is a way to get them to move around.
Great. All right. Well, you've got one last thing for us. Well, not last thing for the whole show, but one last thing regarding what you're doing to help others.
Yes.
So let's go check that out.
All right.
All right, Mark. What's this?
So we were asked by Nichols Children's Hospital to reimagine the hemodialysis unit. So the kids are unfortunately stuck in the chair going through treatment from 4 to 12 hours.
Wow.
And so this was a way to kind of have a better experience while they're going through treatment, bring stress levels down both for the patient and their family, and by bringing the stress levels down, there's a lot of research that shows the body becomes more receptive to treatment.
Okay, so I'll pretend that I'm somebody here getting treatment. What happens?
So you have 5 environmental scenes. So you've got underwater, you've got forest, you've got space, beach, and another forest.
Wow. And that's all controlled right here, that they can cycle through different things.
Yep. Yep. And then you've got a shower speaker there with just minimal.
I was going to say, I heard,
sounds.
I heard birds chirping.
Yeah. And then you can go to meditative ones as well. And with the meditative ones, it's just meant for relaxation.
Yeah.
Something they found actually was nurses would come when when the bays weren't being used by patients. Nurses would come even from other floors and sit and kind of decompress and de-stress. So they're looking at actual dedicated rooms for the staff.
If you think about it, hemodialysis, if you're especially a child having to go through that, that's an unbelievably tough experience to have to go through. And, we've all experienced the hospital experience at some point in our lives, whether it's ourselves or with a loved one, and they're doing their best, but often it can be a cold and lonely experience. This certainly makes it a whole lot better. And it's utilizing all the technology that we've seen here today.
Yeah, I mean, the whole museum is really kind of a undercover R&D lab for a lot of this kind of stuff. So it's we take everything that we learn from all the playing and experimenting that we do, and a lot of the knowledge that we get from some of the artists that come in that we work with, and we try and put it to good use.
Very exciting. Well, Mark, thanks so much. We're going to continue to tour around.
Right.
For those at home that would like to find out more about what it is that you guys do here, how can they?
Yes, we are Mad Arts, or come pay us a visit. We're open Thursday through Sunday, 10 to 10.
Great. Well, stay with us because there's still more to see. I know you've seen a lot, but there's more. Mark, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. When it comes to Mediterranean cuisine that's healthy and light, you don't really think of North Miami. But right here in North Miami, Idan Bistro has brought a taste of the Basque Country for you to enjoy. Let's go inside and meet the chef. This is Chef Aitor. Chef, thanks for having us here today.
It's a big pleasure.
For those that aren't aware, what is the Basque Country? Where is it?
Basque Country is a small region in the north of Spain. We have our own language and our peculiar culture, very close to France also.
And how does that influence the cuisine that we see here?
As you can see, we have a lot of mountain with the mushroom croquetas with black garlic emulsion, a lot of seafood and fish in the scallop crudo or carpaccio in a cheese cracker and basil, a lot of vegetables in the pumpkin creamy rice with truffle and a touch of aioli, and a lot of cow and chips, and our famous Basque cheesecake.
I want to taste something here. What do you think we should start with this?
Maybe with the
with
croquettes.
this? Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So good. And it's definitely something that I think people enjoy. They want to have, that fried treat without feeling like it's so heavy and so much. It's a healthier way to be able to do that. Where should we go next?
We have the scallop carpaccio. It
Okay.
will help to you in a cheese cracker and a basil emulsion on top. So it has a lot of texture and flavor contrasts.
Wow.
Is it good?
Really good.
Fresh, crunchy.
And everybody behind the camera here that knows me knows that scallops aren't my thing. If people would like to learn more about what you have here and what you have going on, how can they?
We use our website for the reservations, and we have all the information there in edanbistro.com.
Well, you got to come in and enjoy, and I'm definitely going to enjoy that cheesecake, but this is SoFlo HEALTH, so you can't watch me do it. Chef, thank you so much. This
Big
is
pleasure.
amazing. Perfect.
Gracias.
Hey. Get me out of here. Living in SoFlo gives us the opportunity to be around bodies of water pretty much whenever we want. Whether it's a lake, a canal, waterways like this, or heading out to the ocean, you can get around some water. And people that live here like to do so, not only because it's fun, but it also has a bit of an added health benefit. Now, which of these is not a health benefit of being around water? A, lowering your blood pressure. B, lowering your cholesterol. C, reduced heart rate. Or D, increased feelings of relaxation. Find out after the break. Have you been looking for a new place to work remote or run your business? We have you covered after the break on SoFlo HEALTH. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, Macaulay Hammock Park in Fort Lauderdale, and I just asked you, which of these 4 health benefits do you not receive from being around bodies of water like the one behind me? Is it A, lowering blood pressure, B, lowering cholesterol, C, lowering heart rate, or D, increased feelings of relaxation? If you said B, cholesterol, you'd be correct. Being around a body of water does nothing for your cholesterol. However, everything else we mentioned, it really does do for you. It helps you feel calm, your heart rate can come down, and your blood pressure can come down. So get around some water. We live here after all, and it's beautiful outside. I'll be honest, it's a little hot, but it's beautiful. This is an exhibit at Mad Arts where we are today. And what's cool about it is if I come all the way over here, you can see as we move around, these statues look like they're statues, but guess what? They're actually lights, individually placed by Makoto Tojiki, who is the artist that visualized this, and there are only 2 exhibits of this in the world. One right here in Dania Beach, and the other one is in Japan. What an incredible testament to art to be able to make something that is completely made of light but looks like a statue. And this isn't the only light trick, as you know if you've been watching SoFlo Health today. So come with me and I'll show you some more. So along with light, they're also mixing in water into the situation. This is Ophelia. If you're familiar with the story of Hamlet, then you might remember Ophelia. This is the ghost of her, and look, that's water. It looks so clear that I thought it was glass at first. And speaking of water, if you follow me this way, this exhibit, it's called Sirens, and it was originally developed to raise awareness of pollution. If you keep watching SoFlo Health, there's still more to see. Oh, there's a mermaid. If you keep watching SoFlo Health. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, there has been a dramatic increase in the amount of people working from home or hybrid workers, and a lot of people want to work somewhere more than just the little tiny space they've carved out in their bedroom for work. So we came to basically an office today at Mindspace.
Well, this is more than just an office.
That's true, it is more than an office, and this is Gianni. He is city lead here at Mindspace. Tell me, Gianni, where are we and what makes this place special?
So this is tailored for anything in terms of an enterprise company or larger middle-sized company that's looking to take space in Miami, and they can come in, set up, and start working.
Great, and there's clearly more here, so can you give me a tour?
100%, let's go.
Let's go.
So this is all our private office space. So we have about 10,000 square feet on this floor. We have 3 floors in the building with west and east facing offices. So you get bay views on this side, you get sunset views on the other side. And then when people don't want to be in their office space, they can use the common area space.
That's great. And this area is for people that are looking for a smaller office than, say, what we were just in.
Exactly. We have spaces here from 1 person up to 20. And as well, they can combine offices as well as they like if it's a big enterprise that wants to have separate offices. So we have every size that people can want.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the common area. I think we should check it out because it looks great.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Follow us.
As you can see, we have a fully stacked kitchen. Everything in there is included to all our members. So members can really use the space to sit down, work with each other, meet other people, meet new people. And then we have our private phone booths as well here where they can jump in and take a private call if they need to.
Got it. So let's go take a seat over here and learn more about who this is for.
So Mindspace is kind of built for any type of person working in, the year right now. So it's a perfect opportunity for them to really network. You can meet somebody in the space that you met in the common area grabbing a coffee, and then you partner with them to work together and build something incredible.
I notice it's a very calming space as soon as you come in here. Is wellness a centerpiece for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. So we're all about, coming into the space and really alleviating that anxiety that people get from working at home all the time or maybe in a, office setting. Here, people can come. We do host a lot of events, whether that's Pilates, yoga, workout classes, anything that will help people, step away from work and really be able to take back, that calmness that they want to get from their home, where they can experience that in the office.
So it's obviously a functional space, which is the most important for people. And then it's also a calming space. You've got some wellness activities, and it's great networking for those that are looking to expand their network.
Exactly. That's how I would describe it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good one.
This exhibit is actually called The Hunter, and it's a 15-minute film that uses real structures actually made of paper and some lighting tricks to be able to illustrate a film to you. Now, if you take a look, I'll crank up our light here, and you'll see it's just paper. But if we turn the light off, you get the full effect, and you get like a 3D film feeling. It's a really cool exhibit by a great artist, and we can enjoy it here. There's The Hunter. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. We're wrapping up our time here at Mad Arts, but before we go, I need to show you this exhibit. This is from Corey Van Loo, a local artist, and this might look like a projector wall or a screen as we've been seeing throughout the day, but no, this is an oil painting. But the clouds, you say, where do they come from? It's actually a projection. That's where these clouds are coming from. So Mad Arts was able to collaborate with Corey in his beautiful artwork and said, hey, how can we add to this using the technology and cool stuff we do here? So they mapped some clouds on this one, and the whole exhibit is like that. In fact, if you come look over here, this alien getting his teeth worked on is changing colors. But again, it's an oil painting. This is all done by projection with the collaboration of those here at Mad Arts. So as we sit here for a second, you'll see that the colors will change, and it almost makes you wonder, what are the actual colors of this oil painting? But you'll have to find out for yourself. That's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. Let's see what's on the next SoFlo Health. For your next staycation, try this hotel offering a wellness program for you to enjoy while you escape. We visit a florist that's also a coffee shop and has become a staple of Las Olas. Plus, Dr. Sam is here to save you from your lower back pain. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you want to catch up on this episode and parts that you missed or previous episodes, you can do so using SoFloShows.com. You can also follow us using @SoFloHealth to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye, good health, and Mad Arts.